So each of these stands for a minute. I'm starting to get the hang of this. Are you? Are you tired yet? Are you tired, Mr. Satan? Mr. Satan's helper? Are you? Are you fatigued, Mr. Satan's helper? Are you tired of trying to fuck with me? Are you tired of raping children? Probably not. I bet you've been doing it for thousands of years. Fucking creep. You know the drill. What does this say? Ooh, look at there. Oh, and that one's gonna go. That one's gonna have to go up on. Her bird on. I'm mad at you. So the one from earlier today is pretty good. I like it. And I played 5 seconds of Saya's 5 fucking seconds of Saya's Chandelier with commentary, encouraging people to like the song. But Sony it wasn't that long. They're going to take it down. So when I upload it, there's going to be some. I'm going to put it on YouTube, and just to be safe, I'm going to cut it out. This is not how we get to the Andromeda galaxy. It's not. This is not how it works. But look at this. Look at this. Wait, why is this one? Oh, this is the public one. What the gay? Okay, whatever. Welcome. You can now post. Connect with other members who have not posted in 5 years, allegedly. Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, this is how electronic media work. This is why your physical existence takes precedent over all other forms. Your physical existence with all 6 of your God-given senses functioning in tandem to interpret the domain in which you reside. Gaze, and there's so much funny stuff, dude. I was outside in the blistering heat for over an hour, and it was, I mean, sweaty shit. And there was a horde of them just hanging out there with me. And it got to a point where I was like, I wonder if I can just sit here and like force them to stay out here, because none of them want that. It's so obvious. So fucking obvious. It was miserable. It's like sitting in a sauna for too long. And sweat, just bullets of sweat. Falling like rain. And I finally got up, came inside, and what do you know? The 1, 2, 3, 4 of them finally got up too. I was inside for less than 90 seconds before I saw those motherfuckers come in with their sweat-drenched t-shirts. Why were they out there that long? Just sitting there, hanging out. Miserably. At least I had a prerogative. I mean, I had something I was doing. I'm sitting on my computer, setting up the shit that I'm getting used to. I'm getting used to setting up my situation. I know they got in earlier. I know. Did you know that I know? Now you know that I know. I know you got in earlier. And, whatever. No skin off my back. No dirt off my shoulder. Need I remind you? In case you forgot, that you're a dirty little fucking shit-skin nigger. You're a dirty little faggot nigger, you fucking shit-skin piece of fucking Guido garbage motherfucker. You can't do shit. You fucking nigger. Need I remind you? lest you forget how fucking stupid you are for being a satanic nigger, for being a satanic, God-hating, mommy suckling, faggot nigger. Fucking hilarious. Hying Tong. Hey, excuse me. You're gonna fuck around. You're gonna fuck around and find out. let us commence with the project, shall we? Oh, the niggers at Langley wish they were hanging from a tree or two. Oi! Hibbity jibbity joo. Hibbity jibbity joo. Satan is a fool. Oh, the niggers at Langley wish they were hanging from a tree or two. Hibbity jibbity joo. Satan is a fool. The niggers at Langley wish they were hanging from a tree or two. Oi! He's just mocking us. You're retarded. You hate freedom. What can I say? You hate freedom and human rights. How fucking retarded is that? Hibbity jibbity joo. Satan is a fool. The niggers at Langley wish they were hanging from a tree or two. Oi! Hibbity jibbity joo. Satan is a fool. The niggers at Langley wish they were hanging from a tree or two. Mommy! Hibbity jibbity joo. Oi! Satan is a fool. Mommy! The niggers at Langley wish they were hanging from their mothers. Dirty stinky poo. their own mother's dirty stinky poo. What a bunch of niggers. What a bunch of Italian fucking Guido nigger pieces of shit. God hates you and your family. Everything you do is purposeless. You live a meaningless life. You cry yourself to sleep at night. Just stop. Just stop. We don't know how to stop. Then kill yourself. That's the final. Do you understand? When all else fails, start a fucking shotgun. When all else fails, when you're so fucking stupid, put a shotgun in your mouth and pull the fucking trigger. Double barrel shotgun. I kind of want to go find that one. It's so gory. The one where the guy's head disappears. You know the one I'm talking about. He just, dude, you could see his face just, if you slow down the video, because it's like something like 30 frames a second, low res webcam shit. Puts a shotgun on he puts the heel on the floor, the stock on the floor, reaches down, rests his chin on the shotgun, and then with his left hand, and then with his right hand, he reaches down. This is what the niggers at Langley are going to end up doing because they're so fucking stupid. And his head explodes, and his face rips apart and flaps. You see it, and just blood and guts everywhere. And then there's about a 3-minute pause in the video, and then the cops show up. The cops come in like, I think we need an ambulance. That's not funny. I don't even know what that guy was up to. Hopefully he worked for the CIA, and it was no material loss. Three. I'm gonna start giving them names. All right, this guy gets. We're gonna call this guy Gray. That was 3. He turned around. I was coming back, and I'm gonna say 4. So Gray is on number 4. This guy's been out all day. Call him. So Gray 5. Call him. Dreadhead. That's number 1 for Dreadhead. Number 3 for Joel. How many times they walk past me? Gray has walked past 5 times. Blue is on 2. Blue might have just gone to the restroom. I'll give Blue the benefit of the doubt. Low T's coming. Everybody gets a name. Low T. The left pole. You can get through this and get. I need to take a shit. Sit on hold for now. Okay, this is where it gets good. This is where it starts to get good. I went back to the BHC after being arrested for overnight, and I was OR'd the next morning, and over the phone, because that was my first experience with the pickle suit. Who knows what the pickle suit is? The pickle suit. Let's go. Let's see. Let's go this way. This shit is hilarious. It's terrifying, actually. What it is, okay. The idea is the anti-suicide smock. Okay, the pickle suit. The term pickle suit can refer to several distinct items depending on the context. A safety smock, also known as a Ferguson, turtle suit, Bam Bam suit, or suicide gown, is a tear-resistant, single-piece garment worn by hospitalized, incarcerated, or detained individuals to prevent suicide by noose formation. you can take it off. You don't get any clothes. You're naked. And there, I remember in Johnson County, there was a hot chick. I'm just waiting for bail, I think. In the central booking in Olathe. She was gorgeous, but it's a naked, so I guess you got a little bit of a peep show. Because you can see through the arm cuffs. So you could just, she was naked. I mean, there might be a fucking lawsuit in that shit. Yeah, some really hot chick was in a pickle suit, and you could see her beautiful breasts through the arm cuffs. She was in a little cell by herself, but it looks like can I it literally well, it does look exactly like that. And I got to wear one. And again, while I was incarcerated in Johnson County, and they all got, this is how you know how fucked up this shit is. They all got, they like share the audio and the video of the torture that they're inflicting upon their victims. These maniacal, psychopathic, insane fucking creeps. If you make a phone call inside of a jail, there is, for their own entertainment, people in positions of power listening to your phone calls, exchanging the recording of videos and audios, and this is how you know the Jeffrey Epstein shit is fucking total fucking horseshit. All of it is horseshit. It is all theatrical, just for their entertainment. We are their entertainment. It's like a live reality TV show for maniacal psychopaths. Because the fact is, I was screaming. I fucking lost consciousness. My blood sugar was low, and I had a psychological break. My blood sugar was low because I had not finished consuming my breakfast. Okay, and the amount of time it takes for your metabolism to fully digest, the time there's a lawsuit right there. The time it takes to digest, because the time, if you just put all the times together, I had taken a certain amount of insulin and began to consume my Burger King breakfast in a manner that corresponds to the amount of insulin that I took. Before I was able to finish in Johnson County, before I was able to finish my breakfast, I was arrested. Between the arrest and the jail, I ended up going to the hospital. I was taken out of the police vehicle, placed into an ambulance, and taken to a hospital where I was both in a state of shock and attempting to recover from all the insanity that had been inflicted upon me, including the hypoglycemia that I had suffered. And I vaguely, I remember it being, what I remember was being in a dream state, as though nothing like was real. And I just couldn't make sense of anything. And so, and I didn't try. And I had given up. I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't. I just didn't. I couldn't. I was progressing towards resolution and getting to see my children. And everything appeared on the surface to be going towards the light. And it's like if you're like, I could see it. I could see the end of the tunnel. I was almost out. And then it was like the tunnel closed, and it was as though there was a whole swarm of like final boss level shit waiting for me. And I could not believe that it was happening. It's like I just saw my children yesterday for the first time in 10 months, a long fucking time. I think I saw them I can't remember. I saw them once or twice. Oh, yeah. I saw them for the first time, and then a second time after the ankle monitor. Okay. So it was the first time that I saw them in 10 months. And got them their toys and all that stuff. And then I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And there's video. Apparently, there ought to be video evidence of these crimes, of perjury, and of all this stuff, of me having a hypoglycemic / mental breakdown. And here's the fucked up thing. While I was in the jail with my pickle suit on, I called my sister, Christine Swift, and I was freaking the fuck out. This was the recorded phone call of me saying, I cannot fucking believe I'm gonna fucking kill myself. And I could have. I wanted to. I couldn't fucking believe it. I still can't believe it. It is still incomprehensible that you could do this. And I know that the telephone call that was being recorded and listened to and shared, and the video footage that was being recorded and shared among the psychopaths contributed to their behavior with the judge ORing me the next day, because I said, if I lose my job, I'm going to fucking kill myself. I said that on the phone. Now, in a world where what is propounded to be the truth is actually true, meaning the recording of the phone call from inside the jail is not accessible and ought not to be, because it's illegal, it's an invasion of privacy, ought not to be accessible, and the sharing of that footage ought not to be the case. There's really serious crimes going on there. Very serious crimes. But they don't, because they don't care. They're criminal psychopaths. So why would you? It's like saying to Voldemort, hey, you just jaywalked. To them, it's like, what the fuck? Could you imagine Voldemort stopping and going, oh shit, I did. I should have crossed at the crosswalk. Their behavior indicates that they were listening and sharing this information. The video of Sharon Zier referencing suicidal ideation. Again, she should not have had any. The idea of suicidal ideation, if she was not a criminal, the idea of me saying something about suicidal ideation should not have come into her mind as a possibility from me being in jail at all. But in the video, she says, when you were in jail, it's like, oh, you mean when you were in jail? And then I said no, but yeah. I said, no, but yeah. Because in my response was like, how the fuck do you know that? Okay. There was another person in the BHC court who had seen the body cam footage of me having a mental breakdown, and like they put. I really started to come to smelling salts, I think is what they're called. They placed smelling salts on, like, instead of just putting it up to your nose, they literally laid it onto my, and that's when I came to and started to realize that this was actually still happening. Like, that's when I was like, oh my god, this is real. And all of that did just happen. I was in the hospital, in the ER, and I could hear, and the terrifying thing about it was, I could still hear the conversations of the medical people mocking me. The amount of time it takes for a body, for a human, for your metabolism to recover, and there are ways that your metabolism does recover from hypoglycemia, even if you are unable to finish your intended consumption. There's a certain amount of time, and this is all scientifically provable, there's a certain amount of time that it takes for the body to start, it's called glycogen. It's the body, the liver starts to rescue the blood, the metabolism itself. It's like, okay, this is getting to be critical. There's a time, there's an assumption, not an assumption. There's a baked in timing factor. I'm not going to get into it, but it's the same exact reason that people with diabetes who are at risk of suffering hypoglycemia carry around glycogen pens. I have 2 of them in case there is an emergency and the insulin levels and blood glucose levels are all so fucked up and far off that you have to use an emergency synthetic glycogen. But the liver, the body will produce glycogen. The body will produce glycogen naturally as a means of recovery, and that's what happened. My blood sugar was low, and then by the time I got to the jail, it was actually high. Okay? This is all provable. If they didn't destroy the records, every single thing I am saying is provable. They tortured me psychologically. They violated my health needs, and they mocked me. And so the conversation with my sister where I said, if I lose my job over this, I'm going to kill myself. I'm pretty fucking sure is why that nigger at Johnson County who's watching this, I know he is, you fat fuck. How nice of it, how nice must it have been to sit in your fat fuck office at home jacking off to child porn during the pandemic. How fucking nice, how fucking glorious was, those were the glory days, I bet. They're probably still going on for these faggots. I get to sit in my fucking underwear and decide the fate of innocent people while jacking off to child pornography. Anyway, after all that, it was like 1, 2, 3. This was a week. It was like a one day by one day. July 25th, July 26th, July 27th, July 28th, July 29th, July 30th, July 31st. This was exactly 5 years ago. Wow. How do you like that? August 1st, August 2nd. This was everything that I'm about to go into here is a of the enclosing the snake of Satan. The boom, boom, boom. Can you imagine a boa constrictor just slowly and then starting to tighten? The beginning of the tightening was that arrest. It was that arrest, and that put me in this place of like, oh my fucking god, they're not gonna quit. And it was between July 25th and me cutting off the monitor. So between July 25th and then me cutting the ankle monitor off and trying to escape to Texas to get away from these satanic fucking freaks, and then ending up in Joplin County. Is what I'm going to attempt to get into. You're way too close to me.
I'm sorry, brother.
And you fucking know why. Jesus, man. Earthworm Jim. Jesus. Okay. This is where the monitor was put on me. I went to the next BHC hearing. Sally Picorni mockingly said, guess what? Did it with twinkles in her eyes. Guess what? You're now on blah, blah, blah. She was so giddy about it. She is never happy. She has an alcoholic son with 3 DUIs. Sally Picorni has an alcoholic son with 3 DWIs who can't hold his fucking... Well, actually, I couldn't hold my liquor that night. Who smokes weed and plays... plays games at Louisa's West. And works in a fucking factory. Because she failed as a mother. She's a failure of a mother. She's a psychopath who failed as a mother. Had she bothered to endeavor to understand God's truth, the reason that she was granted moral authority, maybe that would not have happened. But it is a fact that I drank with that guy and threw up all over I wish I would have fucking projectile vomited onto him. Not that he had anything to do with it, but that was a fucking classic experience. I hung out, me and William Prettyman, the night that I beat him in chess in 4 moves, happened to be at the same bar as Sally Picorni's son. And this guy, being as intoxicated as he was, just shared all, just fucking blah, 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 my mom's a judge. And he said, I was like, which one? Sally. I'm like, oh, interesting. He's like, yeah, why? Did you get a divorce case, something or other? And I was like, not quite, but I've heard of her. And he proceeded to run his fucking mouth. And then we played chess, and I got way too drunk and fucking threw up my Chick-fil-A or whatever the fuck it was. I threw up on their fucking patio. And it was the weed. I allowed myself to be peer pressured into smoking that weed while being drunk, and it was the weed that got me. That was some fucking powerful shit. Sally Pokorny's son smokes some really good reefer. Really good reefer. And which is his right. It's his God-given right. Good for him. Good for him. And sorry, Sally. I'm sorry, Sally, that if the truth is... I invited you for coffee. This is our coffee. It's except for I can't see you talking or thinking out loud. It would be nice. It would be nice. I know it. I know at your age, as a woman in this fucking society, that there is a depth of wisdom that you can tell me, that you can convey to me. I know that for a fact because I'm a human being also. And I know that God's creatures are all individually unique and special. And I know for a fact that outside of the insanity of this shit, that deep in your heart you're a good person because you have the divine spark. I do apologize for insulting you. Same with Judge Simpson and Brandon Smith. My apologies. I may do it again because I'm referring to an image in my mind, a memory of being... I'm referring to my own experiences and my own memories. So that is the person who, I mean, how long does it take to replace... I'm not even really referring to you now. The people who existed in 2020 and 2021 is who I'm referring to. Your cells, and probably your medication, the drugs you take, all of that stuff has changed, and your experience is hopefully dictated to you, conveyed to you a change in your personality as well, which is the way that the world works, or ought to. Okay. So, Sally Pokorny, when I was... Okay, so there was the very next time after being arrested, I went to the BHC hearing. And that's when she said, you're going to be on an ankle monitor. And then... that it was the very next hearing is when she was not there. So the first one, Sally Pokorny, so it was the first one. Okay, so there's the arrest, the first BHC. During the first BHC after the arrest, Sally Pokorny was there. Sharon Zier and Jolene, who are the people involved in my case, were not there. When I went to go get the ankle monitor put on me at the exact place where I meet with Jolene, who was my probation officer, she was not there either. Somebody else named Shannon Brugge was there in her place. This was on purpose. This is not a coincidence. I texted my sisters on the group text while it was happening live. They may still have that information on their devices. Where I was terrified. I was in the mouth of a boa constrictor, freaking the fuck out. They put the device on me. She says, go ahead and sign these or something. Look over the serial numbers, yada yada. And then she leaves and comes back with a different form for me to sign. And I was like, what? Again, in my state, and I may have even been drugged. I have no fucking idea. But I was just like, just recording. what Louis C.K. calls the hate recorder. I'm just like, this is it's just it's going in. How I'm reacting to it now is whatever it is, but it's all the information is coming in through the recording devices. It's all coming in, and I left after they installed it on me, and immediately I made it to the gas station 2 blocks away and started to get gas, or maybe just a little bit further. No, I had already made it to the bridge. This is in North Lawrence. So I had made it almost to the bridge, or just over the bridge, on my way back to the apartment where I was instructed to go, or whatever. And they told me to come back. And the bizarre thing is, I think the timing was deliberate as well. It was planned this way. Was that I can't go back to where the exact place where I just left. So I had to go to a different building. Again, think about it planning wise. Who's controlling the cameras? Who's recording what? What's going on? What kind of fuckery is it? Okay. And this is where they told me. So they told me back to go. The guy's name was Jake. This guy put a separate device on me, probably so they can fake an event involving my whereabouts. He puts a totally different device on me, and then forgets the battery was previously on the device, and then it was not on the device when I made it home, where I'm supposed to plug in the fucking battery charger so that I can have a place to charge the battery and exchange it out. I contact them, frustrated. I contacted Shannon Brugge. All of this stuff happened. I demanded Shannon Brugge provide the documents that I signed. As soon as I was like, there's fuckery afoot. I could smell it, and it reeks. And she declined. I can't do that. She refused. I said, I just wrote my signature. I just signed documents that are directly tied to this device that you strapped to my ankle against my will in the abuse of power. And I demand documented evidence of the fact that all of this is happening. I demand it. She refused. I woke up for work the next day, and my door was unlocked. And suddenly there was a battery on the floor. So I had called to say, where the fuck is the battery? My door was unlocked, and there was a battery on top of the shoes that I wasn't wearing. And in fact, they were shoes that I didn't wear. I had work shoes and the dad toe shoes. People remember they're called Vibram 5 Fingers. When I went to get the stuff installed, get this shit strapped onto my fucking ankle, I was wearing the Vibram 5 Finger toe shoes. I call them the dad toe shoes because it was a funny joke. Like, why are you wearing, like, it was just the fact of having them and it being funny shoes and my kids thinking that they were funny too was just, that's why I call them that. Those shoes, the shoes that the battery was laying on top of, were shoes like winter shoes. They were like in case it's raining or something. They were just sitting there. And anyway, on top of the shoes I was not wearing, I called the school across the street to see if if they had a camera pointed at my place. Apparently there was nothing. I don't know if that's the case. Pinckney. Like, would Pinckney Elementary have changed their security camera setup since then? And the direction that they're pointing? No idea. For the next several days at work, one cop keeps showing up. Oh, dude. And he was, again, these psychopaths, they have like, they fucking train like Marine types. Like, this guy is fucking bulked out, man. And having lifted weights with people who take fucking steroids, actually having taken illegal fucking shit myself with Joey Searing, when we went to the, we both got a membership. Me and Joey Searing got a membership at the gym that used to be off of where the Mazuma Bank off of Blue Parkway. We used to. He had access to some shit that he said it was illegal, and it was disgusting. But it was workout stuff. I've been around it. I've done the fucking hulking out shit before. We lifted weights in high school. This guy was like that, and he was following me. A Lawrence Police Department vehicle was constantly following me, which is, in a legal sense, intimidation. Follow me to work, make sure I was there. I don't fucking know. I just knew that I was just. Remember, I'm in the fucking. And there are details here that I'm glossing over that I may come back to. And there are details that, along with the spy fair bullshit with William Joseph Prettyman and Joshua Jordan Schroeder, they are details that they were privy to because of my communication and trust in those two stupid faggots, that I am leaving out because it's information that was motivating their behavior. And had they not been spying, it would have been immaterial and probably would not have been motivating their behavior. But I was, let's say, very concerned about what was happening to me. The crimes that were being committed against me. In fear of my life. Fear for my life. Terrified. Being hunted by criminal psychopaths. I'm no longer as afraid. Though these fucking freaks are so... They're just funny to me now. They're just fucking hilarious. And maybe that's the point. I don't know, dude. They are fucking funny. And they're not just... It's not just situational comedy. It's physical comedy. Like Carrot Top. Like, they look funny. They're funny looking. Ugly, fat, funny looking fucking creeps, dude. Ugly and fat. Ugly, fat fucks. Fucking fat ass. For the next several days at work, one cop keeps showing up. He follows me to work. Same guy every time. I get my gun back from Josh. Oh, I went ahead and said it. They are going to kill me. I have to be able to defend myself. I'm freaking out. They're going to stage something and pin it on me. I called Alex, and I have him take my van. I paid those motherfuckers like $200 to move my van. And the whole time I had no idea. And that's what made them so hubristic. What made them so full of themselves was there's no way. I can't believe this guy's so dumb that he trusts me. How do you sleep at night? And how do you trust anybody when you're that? What a hellish world. It's gotta be. I just got a taste of it. You freaks have been doing this your whole fucking life. You fucking freaks of nature have been doing this shit your entire fucking life. And I got just a tiny taste of the life you live. And it is hell. What is it? What is that saying? The door to hell is locked from the outside. You chose to go in there. And I'm standing at the door saying, come on out. You don't have to be in there. You really don't. You can just tell the truth. It's not that simple. Yes, it is. Look at me. Look at me. I'm telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. That's all I'm doing. It's not that simple. It's really fucking easy. Just tell the truth. Just do it. You could save the world by telling the truth. Could you imagine saving the world? Being a real hero instead of a villain? So I take my, I have Alex drop my van off at Willie's house. And I'm not giving any detail here. I might do it later, I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. When I quote unquote asked Josh to help me escape, I remember, first of all, that period, the July 25th to August 8th or whatever, the time I'm referring to is between and it's like the snake is swallowing me. It's between July 25th and my incarceration in Newton County. Like, it's a whole period. And then the incarceration in Newton County began another process. Like, it's called let me finish this. No, I'm going to stop right there. It's called peristalsis. Peristalsis is the involuntary muscle movement that moves food through your gastrointestinal tract. What is it called for a snake? Oh, for a snake it's called lateral undulation. But it's imagine the chamber, like the process, the womp, what happens to your intestines? Well, yeah. So the first part, July 25th until I was arrested in Newton County. That was wow. And then the moment I was inside the jail, it was a whole different thing. And so I'm going to wrap this up, but I ended up, I'll just do this and I'll fill in some details later. So I was freaking out. I ended up taking my van to Willie's house. I asked Josh to help me escape, and he's pretending. It's so obvious, too. And again, I'm recording it. He's like, I'm like, you need to go. You need to go and make sure the coast is clear. And he didn't want to. Because in his mind, he was like, I'm playing, like he knew. Like he knew that he was going to get me out into Lone Jack. He knew that. He knew that the coast was clear. But he had no way of proving it or suggesting it. He was playing along with my fucking freaking outness. And so he actually left. I don't even know if he fucking... I was like, you gotta do a circle around the block and make sure there's no cops because we gotta get out of here. Fucking nigger, dude. Jesus. Again, little details. Little minute details. I remember him being hesitant and laughing. He's like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean it's fine? I just cut off an ankle monitor and they know where I live. My van's missing. Like, I was like doing the calculus. Well, my van is missing. They might assume that I've already gone or whatever. But who knows? Who knows if Alex was like... Who the fuck knows, dude? Who the fuck knows? I'm still operating with the full trust and confidence of Josh and Willie. I trust them. I think that even if they are informants, they're on the side of the good guys who want freedom. Who believe in human freedom, in human rights. Okay, I'm gonna end right there. I don't know if I can do this. Let me. It's not up still, is it? Yeah, I think it got taken down. No, not the light. I'm not doing it. Gore websites. You could go find it, and you can go find the guy who hopefully was a CIA nigger, blowing his own head off with a shotgun. William Joseph Prettyman. The option's still there. Joshua Jordan Schroeder, the option's still there. You want to get out of the hell you are in, where you can't laugh and smile. You can laugh and cackle in unison and in concert with Satan as you rape children. But your soul is eternally damned. And I would be afraid of dying if I were you. If I were you at this point, I would be so fucking afraid of death. Yeah, that it would take heroic, titanic amounts of heroism to actually commit suicide. Because you're such a miserable cunt. Your immortal soul. Jesus. Alright. Time to go.